Hey, how's it going, my fellow survivors? So, we're a little over 3 weeks away from the worldwide launch of The Last of Us Part 2, and it's pretty damn exciting. Now, before I get into the main topic, I want to talk about the file size of The Last of Us Part 2. Now, a month or two ago, there were articles saying the game was going to be 100 gigs. But as you can see on the screen, the actual size of the game is 78.3 gigs. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a big ass file, but it's a little over 20 gigs shy of the 100 that it was supposed to be. Now, this could mean one of three things. One, it was just an estimate of the amount of storage space you were going to need on your hard drive to install the game. Or two, there's going to be a massive 20 plus gig day one patch, which is unlikely because day one patches are meant to polish the game more and fix bugs, but the whole reason Naughty Dog delayed the game from February to May last year was to have a few extra months to polish it and exterminate all the bugs to get it up to that Naughty Dog quality. So I doubt there's going to be a day one patch. Now that leaves the third option, which is what I think it's going to be, and that is a multiplayer update. Now, we know Naughty Dog said they got too ambitious with the single player and focused on that, which is why it won't have factions. But if you've seen the leaks, you know there is a 10-second factions gameplay clip proving that the multiplayer is real and has probably been in development for as long as the single player, because Naughty Dog has a separate part of the team that works strictly on the multiplayer. And I think they had planned to release the multiplayer update a month after the single player release, sort of like Rockstar did with Red Dead 2 and GTA 5. But with the COVID situation and everyone working from home, they probably put the multiplayer development on the back burner. So my prediction is we will be getting a Factions 2 update in Part 2 on Outbreak Day of this year. Now, I know there's a lot of you who seem to think that Factions 2 will end up being a standalone game and only release on the PS5, but that's crazy. Yeah, it could end up being a standalone game, but it will most definitely be coming to both PS4 and PS5. They're not going to just release the single player on the PS4 and not the multiplayer. But yeah, I think it will be getting a Factions 2 update on September 26th. Fingers fucking crossed. Now, anyways, on to the main topic, which is the fact that Naughty Dog decided to send out review codes for Part 2 over 3 weeks before its launch. Now, this was very surprising because I didn't think they'd be sending them out so soon, especially since it's not an open world game that requires weeks of exploration to see everything. I also thought it was odd that they decided to do it days before the state of play. I figured review codes would be sent after the state of play, maybe on May 29th, which was the original release date before the indefinite COVID delay. But they sent them out days ago, apparently, and I've seen some people tweet that they've already beaten the damn game. Can you believe that shit? We have 3 more weeks to go, and we're all stuck waiting patiently as the time goes by slower than a snail's dick dragging in the dirt, and people are not only playing the game, but some have already completed it and are probably replaying it on different difficulties right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous as fuck. I wish I had a review code right now. I even requested one a month ago and even told them I wouldn't want it for free. I told them I'd even pay $100 for it, but sadly, I got no response. And I know my channel isn't huge. I only have 65,000 subscribers and 37 million total views, but I'm dedicated. I've been on YouTube for many years, putting in a lot of time, effort, and dedication trying to grow my channel, but it's just so damn hard to grow. I've gotten lots of views over the years, but sadly not enough subs, and I think that's what these companies look at when determining if they'll give you a review copy or not. You probably got to have a couple 100,000 or even a million subscribers to qualify for some of these developers. Now, I do have numerous videos that have surpassed 1 million views. Hell, one of them from 2017 almost has 4 million views. And if only 5% of the people that watched that one video would have hit subscribe, I'd already have the silver play button, I'd have a sponsor, and I'd probably have a review copy of The Last of Us Part 2 right now. But nope, I'm still stuck under 100,000, and it hurts. I put a lot of time in this channel, and to see that it hasn't grown much over the years, it just eats me up inside. But all I can do is keep making content, and hopefully before the end of the world, I surpass 100,000 subs and succeed at what I set out to accomplish all those years ago. But yeah, you know what kind of pisses me off about these people getting review codes? It's not even the fact that they got review codes, because with every video game release, reviewers end up getting codes a couple weeks before the game launches. It's because they all decided to brag about it on Twitter. I'm scrolling through Twitter and I'm seeing all these people bragging about how they have the game and how they're playing it, and showing pictures of them installing it or showing off the main menu screen. And it's honestly kind of a big fuck you to the fans who have actually spent their hard-earned money on this game, who have pre-ordered it, bought the collectors or the Ellie's editions. We're all stuck waiting over 3 more weeks, while these people not only got the game for free, but are getting to play it before all of us paying customers. It's crazy. And honestly, if I was lucky enough to get a review code, I would have never bragged about it. I would have just kept quiet until the day the review embargo lifted and released my review then. I wouldn't want to piss off the fans or rub it in their faces that I got what they've been waiting years for, weeks before they do. That's just a dick move in my opinion. But yeah, at least we have the state of play to look forward to. Apparently it's going to be 20 minutes long, so I'm guessing it's going to be a deep dive like what Sucker Punch did with the Ghost of Tsushima. Or Tsushima, the T is silent, I keep forgetting. But yeah, I'm hoping they show off some new melee combat. That was my favorite part of the first game, and I hope they really improved upon it in part 2. I want to be able to fucking snap necks and fucking uppercut a guy's nose bone into his brain and have the blood just gushing out of his nose holes. Alright, that's probably a little too brutal. But yeah, I am kind of torn. I was hoping they weren't really going to show much more of the game since we're so close to release. I was fine with the Inside the Game series, but a 20-minute state of play might end up showing too much. But I mean, since I seen the leaks last month, I guess technically I've already seen way too much, so what's another 20 minutes, eh? But anyways, what do you guys think about the reviewers bragging about having the game? Are you hyped for the state of play? And do you think Factions 2 is going to be released as a standalone game or an update in Part 2 later this year? Let me know below, and even though it's cringe to say, be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button. I'm not the type to beg for likes or subs, but I'd really love to finally hit 100,000 subscribers by the time January 2021 comes around. Anyways, thanks for watching, you badass motherfuckers.